So hello everyone, and in the last video we have connected our app, this app which we are working on, the GK quiz app, to the Firebase, and we have also added a splash screen. Okay, so in this video we will see the how to create the the adapter, and then we will also display that in the main activity, and not only that, but we will also create a button, and we will set a click listener on that. So okay, let's just get started without wasting time. So before getting started, first let's do a Gradle Sync, because I've opened this Android Studio right now. Okay, now the Gradle Sync is complete, so let's come to first of all, we have declared the icon and all. So first of all, let's come to the MainActivity.java and activity main.xml. So here what we have to create is, we have to create two buttons here. Now the first button will be for the start, and second will be for the bookmark, which we have to add in our app. So remove this one, and let's at first add the icons here. So drag and drop the image view here. So just drag and drop it here and set the image as the icon. Click on. Okay, now put it in the center here, split it, and set it to 140 dp. Okay, a bigger one, maybe 200 dp. Okay, and set this also as 200 dp. Okay, and we'll constrain it later. Now the next thing which we want is button. So drag and drop the button, first button here and second button here. Okay, and okay, now let's give the attribute. First of all, let's assign all these, let's constrain all these. So this will be, I'll constrain and I'll see you. So basically this will be constrained to this side, this side, and all. I see you after that. Okay, so after constraining the button, let's assign the button the text which we want to add. So the first button will have here the text as that will be the start. Okay, and the second will be for the bookmark. Okay, and let's split. Let's come to the coding part. So the first in the button, make sure that text all caps is set to false. Okay, and let's make sure about this as well. So text all caps, let's make it false. Okay, now we have to give this button some designs. So come here to the project and click on this res, and here in the drawable, right click on the drawable and go to new and create a drawable resource file, and name this as category shapes. Okay, now click on OK. Now here I have given category shape the name, because you will get to know about that later, in the some minutes ago. So make this as shape, and let's give the shape. First of all, we'll define the corners and the radius. Okay, so let's give the radius as suppose 140 sp, and make sure to close this. Okay, and let's give the shape as well. So solid, and here will be Android color. Let's give it white. Okay, so this we can see this is looking quite good. Okay, and we need more. So okay, I think this is okay, so let's give it 1140 sp. Now save this, and let's come to activity main.xml and click on this button, and let's set the background. Okay, so set the background as we have created this name here. You can see category shape, so let's assign that. So okay, you can see this. Now let's increase the width so that it looks quite better. So for increasing the width, let us suppose set it to 40 sp. 140 sp. Okay, maybe better, it could be better, 190 sp. Okay, and let's give this also as a background. Okay, so give this a background, and okay, let's do this as background color as let's keep it quite gray, because this is indistinguishable. So let's keep it gray. Okay, so that is, I think, 626262. It's quite not at all good. Let's keep it black. Okay, okay, now let's see, and let's make the text color as white. So text color and make it as white. Okay, I think this is good, and let's here assign the background as well. So we have named this as category show, so assign that as category, and let's keep this size same as 190 sp height, I mean width, so 190 sp here. And let's assign the text color as well, so text color, and let's make it white. Okay, I think the design is kind of good. I mean, it's still good, managed to draw good. Okay, so we have designed this. Now we have already connected our app to Firebase. Okay, now what we have to do is basically we have to set a click listener on this and this as well. So first of all, let's give this an ID. So make this ID as start button. Okay, and let's give this ID as bookmarks button. Okay, so we have given this ID, and for bookmarks we won't work for that for now. That we'll do in later part of this videos. Let's set a click listener on start. So for setting a click listener on start, first of all we need to create a new empty activity where we want to redirect when the user click on that. So click on empty activity and set it here to category activity. Okay, and leave it as it is. Now click on finish. Now let it generate. Let's wait for the Gradle Sync. Okay, so after the successful Gradle Sync, now we don't want these activity category and all. We don't need this right now. Now I hope the confusion, I mean the doubt is clear that why I have named this as category underscore shape, because we'll use this in the category I mean the XML file of category as well. So close this as well because we don't need splash activity anymore. Now come back to main activity and let's define these two buttons. So these two are the buttons, so let's define that. So first is private. Now first button is for start and second button is for bookmarks, right? Okay, now let's initialize those. So initialize fields, and just press alt enter and create this method here. Okay, now let's initialize this. So first of all we have to initialize the start button, so start, and that will be find view by ID. Okay, so after we have initialized the start, let's initialize the bookmarks button as well. So bookmarks equals to find view by ID. This will be r.id.bookmark button. Okay, now we have to set a click listener or activity main here on this one when the user click on start. So let's do that as well. So come here in the on create and set a click listener on start. Okay, and here new. Okay, now we have to redirect the user to category activity. Okay, so we'll create that method. So press alt enter and create this method in the main activity. Now here we have to create an intent. So intent I equals to new intent, and we are in the main activity. So we'll pass this main activity dot this, and we have to send the user to category. So we'll set this as category activity dot class. Okay, now for those who are new to this, so here basically we pass the first one. The parameter is the activity in which we are working on, and the second will be the activity in which we want the user to be redirected. Okay, when the user click on the or user presses on the start button. So we will start the activity as well. We'll pass the intent here, intent parameter, and we'll click on we'll set it as finish so that the user could not come back when he presses the back button. Okay, so here everything is sorted.